Alrighty, time for another edition of Science Sunday here at the Connecticut Science Center with Eva Ryle.
Good morning.
Good morning. So, 'tis the season to be taking pictures,
yeah,
photographs.
Absolutely. So I thought maybe we could show you another way if you're sick of using your phone.
We all have those devices we carry around.
Yeah, but you want to do it maybe in a different way.
Kind of old school.
Very old school,
Right.
but also very easy.
All right.
We're going to make a pinhole camera. So as the name implies, a small hole, a pinhole is involved. And so I actually have this one here that some of our teens built. So this is literally just a shoebox.
So this won't fit in your pocket like our phones do.
No,
No,
definitely not mine. And so as you can see on this side, there's the tiniest little pinhole.
Okay.
So this is where the light is going to enter. So you want to point this at whatever you want to take a picture of. Light's going to bounce off that and then come into our camera.
So you cut a hole in the box.
Yes.
And then put a piece of like aluminum foil.
Yeah, I did that just to give me a little more control over how big that hole was,
Okay.
because cutting cardboard is a little difficult. So, and then we need a place for that image to be recorded on. So what you would do is place a piece of photo paper on the back here. Now, I don't have the photo paper out because as soon as it's exposed to light, right?
Yes.
So that's why it's in this dark box when we're recording the image.
So that's the one thing you would maybe need to go out and purchase.
Yes.
If you want to try this at home. So how difficult is it to find this type of paper?
Not hard at all.
All right.
We actually just grabbed this online. You can also find there's a lot of really good camera stores in Hartford.
Okay.
But this is photo paper. The other things you actually need to make this create an image is some chemicals. So after you're done taking your image, you need to leave this and expose it for a while. We have a developer, which develops the image, but you don't want that process to keep going on, so then you create a stop bath, which stops that process. And then there's a fixer, which fixes the image. So kind of all really simple and makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
But one really cool thing that I like is that the reason we have the tiny pinhole is that you only want as few rays of light as possible to hit the photo paper.
Okay.
Otherwise it gets kind of muddy, which is why we have that really small image. But here's one that we took on our plaza, and so you can see it is a negative, but this is our pavilion there, and then this is our little light pole with our little frog sculpture. Looks a little eerie in a negative, but.
So you pointed the box in this direction.
In this direction.
And how long did you have to wait for this image to start to develop?
A couple minutes. The paper will also tell you. It might vary depending on the paper.
Okay.
And then as soon as we were done, we took it inside into the dark and then started developing it. And then we have this really cool negative.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all in from beginning to end, how long would it take?
That's a good question. It does take a couple minutes to leave this out. You want to give the light time to hit it, and then depending on how long your developer is going to need, it'll need a couple minutes at each stage. So It's a little bit longer than a digital photo, but kind of cool to get to see every step along the way.
For sure.
Yeah.
Neat. All right. Cool things happening here at the Science Center.
Maybe this with our teens, but we're always doing live science. We have really great new exhibit, Forest of Illusions, and until December 25th, you can actually get 20% off a membership.
So Holiday 20.
Yes.
You do that online, ctsciencecenter.org, and you can secure that. So if you're looking for a last minute gift, the gift of membership is wonderful because it's for an entire year and you get to see the traveling exhibitions and all the other hands-on exhibits.
Yeah, and there's a couple special perks as well to being a member, so it's a really good deal.
Excellent, good stuff. All right, so if you're thinking of doing some photos, this takes some planning, but certainly worth doing, a fun family activity.
Exactly.
All right, Eva, thank you so much. Of course, we'll see you for another edition of Science Sunday next weekend.